Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with day 15 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, series 12. And today's sketch is by Rebecca Verbenak, maybe. Sorry if that is terribly wrong. Her Instagram will be linked below. And I'm going to use the Into the Wild by Simple Stories. And you may be wondering how in the world I'm going to use that for beach pictures. Because I took the wild thing with me. Ah, bless her. So this is my best good friend. If you have not been here very long, you might not know that. I scrapbook her often. But I have lots and lots of stash for this. And when I was trying to think of what fun stash I had that would have something appropriate for these goofy pictures, I felt like this was the one. So I have lots of papers, embellishments, and these three fun pictures, and this really unique sketch. So let's see how this goes. I think this sketch kind of throws me because it's in color and like a lot, and it's got a lot of color, and usually sketches, or most of the sketches, have been less colorful. And so once I got around that, like trying to envision things in, whatever color, I was good. It's because I think too literal, you all. Like, I felt like I needed to match the coloring and that just wasn't going to work with what I was using. So I found 4 cut aparts, and that's what I'm going to use. So I'm not going to have those triangular square bits. I'm going to have 4 cut aparts, and they're over there on the side. And every one of them says something very appropriate for these pictures. Obviously, the one picture is a sweet beach picture. That was her saying goodbye to the beach. But I needed a third picture, and I had this one, so I thought it would be just fine, and might bring up her goofiness from absolutely insane to just mildly insane. So I am trying to arrange the pictures, excuse me, that I have cut into 4x4s. But then it's a matter of trying to figure out these daggone cut aparts. And so the way I have my pictures tilted initially, it's not working for me. I don't mind the giraffe being covered. Please don't tell her I'm using a pink card. But it says stand tall and be you. I mean, it's probably the most fitting thing on here other than monkeying around probably. And so it was necessary, and I can't help the fact that it was pink. I could have fussy cut the giraffe out, but then I'd have had to deal with the words, so it's fine. So I faff around a lot trying to figure out the best way, since there's words on all 4 of these cut aparts. And while, like I said, I don't mind the giraffe being partially covered, and I didn't mind some of the words, like the second O in zoo is tucked in a little when I get done. You know what it says. I mean, you can see more than half of the O. And monkeying around is partially tucked, and just a part of the D is kind of buried. I am okay with that. If you can see what it says and get the gist of the meaning, I'm fine with that. So I'm just trying to figure out the best way to get these tucked in here and still share my pictures, share the thoughts. And it's not obviously following the sketch in the aspect of there's like 4 strips that almost looks like there were 4 strips that made an X. And then she put the photos down in the middle or something. And so I am just maneuvering things. So see, when I tuck that Life's a Zoo in, part of the O is missing, but you know what it says. So after that, it's then a matter of trying to figure out the embellishments. So on the sketch, there are embellishments, it looks like florals in the top left corner and the bottom right corner. So I decided that I'm going to stick with that and find some things to embellish the top corner and the bottom corner. And since there's really nothing specific, I decided to go with like the trees and the leaves and some florals. I do put like a little sign down at the bottom that says lions, monkeys, zebras. It gets a little covered up with the trees and the leaves, but that's fine. Obviously, I'm not really putting it there because there are lions, monkeys, and zebras on my layout. So, but I'm going through the sticker book looking for things. I try a few things in that top corner, and I'm sorry that it's covered by the sketch. Normally I did make it smaller, but I think I've moved my mat down or something. And so I was thinking that I was fully in camera the whole time, and I believe, like right now, the bottom ½ inch to an inch is cut off the bottom of my page. So I apologize for that. So I am just adding things up here, some leaves, and then I'm going to pull out a circular bit with a tree on it, and I'm going to put that in the top corner. And then I bring in a little bit more here and there, tuck some stuff here and there. So there's not a lot of empty space where things connect. So where the cut aparts connect with the pictures, a lot of the time I have filled that space with a leaf or a flower or something like that. So I'm just trying to make it look happy, but not make it overcrowded and crazy. I mean, it's already kind of busy because I have 4 cut aparts and 3 large pictures all put together in the middle. So I am pretty happy with that little journaling space I've made myself at the top. It's a circular journaling space, and it matches the title that says Stay Wild, the same colors. It also matches the pattern paper that I've matted the 2 of the 3 pictures in, and so that helps bring that tealy green, which is my best friend's favorite color, onto the layout. And I am going to bring in a one of the flatback brads that Simple Stories has with that same pattern, so it kind of brings it into all 3 of those places. And I'm trying to use up as much as I can without, like I said, going too overboard. I don't want to cover up the cut aparts because I obviously want the words to be seen. And so I think I pull a few word things off of here that says, one says just be you. And of course I'm going to put it up here by this one where she's got her little towel covering her eyeballs. She's a mess. Really. I mean, a mess. And then I pull one that says, did you see that? And I put that down underneath the giraffe. And one that says photo op, but I'm going to put that on the picture of her standing on our pier by the house. I think that's it. That thing up at the top says, hey friend. And I thought that was pretty fitting. And I put this floral down here. Oh, and then I put that little flatback brad, like I said, with that same pattern. So it brings that pattern into a few different places. And I love the way this turned out. It's fun and funky, just like my best good friend. I did bring in like one more geotag up there to give a little bit of dimension. I've already got one geotag over there by the end of the wild, but I thought that would help add a little dimension in 3 different places. So that is it. Here is the sketch again by Rebecca. And like I said, her Instagram will be linked below. So I hope you will go check her out, as well as the playlist where all the other creatives are hopping along with 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. Cannot believe we're halfway through. I hope that you'll come back and see me again very soon. I will be here every day this month. And I hope that you all get a chance to do something you love with someone you love. Have a great day and happy scrapping.